The LittleBigPlanet trilogy is one of the best PlayStation franchises ever. With 3 main games, 2 hand-held console games, and 5 spin-offs, LittleBigPlanet offered it all. Yet, even though many players love its charm and creativity, there is still no direct sequel or update to the trilogy whatsoever. It's been years now and fans are still begging for a new game to be released. They all want to experience the nostalgia and the literal infinite possibilities of the games again. Nowadays, I hear and see people talking about LittleBigPlanet 4 a lot, especially in comments. But what if instead of a sequel we actually get something more? Something that will probably let us experience the nostalgia once again, and that thing would be to get a remastered version of the trilogy. Since as of now we are not getting a new LittleBigPlanet, I think we should at least get to play these games in newer consoles again. You see, since the only game available in PS4 and 5 is LittleBigPlanet 3, a remastered trilogy would come with lots of benefits, such as playing the first games again, and would probably help the franchise become popular once again. Now, before I dive deeper into this discussion, I want to make a quick announcement. As some of you might know, I am a level creator in LittleBigPlanet 3, and I've been working on a community project called LittleBigPlanet The Last Stand for quite some time now. The project is kind of like an LBP 4 with a new story, new collectibles, and is intended to be 5 chapters. The reason I'm saying this is because I just released the trailer for chapter 2 a couple weeks ago, so be sure to check that out. For more information, check out my other videos related to the project on my channel, or ask me in the comments. Also, please be sure to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And with that out of the way, let's get started. The first question that pops in our minds while hearing this discussion is probably, do we actually need this? And yes, I think we need it. Hear me out. As you all know, the trilogy lost its online functionality in PlayStation 3 back in 2021. Since the games shared the same servers and were connected, that meant that most of the players couldn't share levels anymore. And with that, players abandoned the games. Thankfully, the PlayStation 4 service remained online, even though they are currently down due to some issues. So this is the biggest reason on why I think they need to remaster the trilogy. Another reason is that the games, even though great, are a bit old, and the engine they work on is a bit rusty if you ask me. So a remastered version would fix all these issues since it will probably be for the new consoles. Something else that I do want to point out is that the only game we have in new console is LittleBigPlanet 3. And if you are as surprised as me, the game is not as appreciated or loved compared to the previous installments. All this because of very frustrating glitches and bugs. A remaster can fix all these issues and can really showcase LBP 3 in its full potential. Last but not least, the final reason is to get to experience LittleBigPlanet 1 and 2 again. People absolutely love these games, especially LBP 2, and they will do anything to play the games in their full glory again. I think we all agree that the LittleBigPlanet games are gems in their own creative way. Also, I want to point out that if in the near future we actually get this remaster, the games need to be updated and reworked, so there won't be any problems like the one in LittleBigPlanet 3. With that, I mean that because of the differences between the 3 games, some old community levels made in the first and second game couldn't be played in the third game. These are all the reasons I can think of right now, but if you have more, feel free to tell me in the comments. Moving on to the next thing. In my opinion, there are 3 different ways of how the remastered version of the trilogy can come, product-wise. The first one being just a direct remaster of the 3 games ported to PlayStation 5. The second way would be to get a LittleBigPlanet hub-like game, which in my opinion would be a fantastic idea. I'm sure you've all seen how LittleBigPlanet hub looks and functions now that it has leaked among the community. And honestly, the game had lots of potential. Too bad they decided to cancel it though. Anyways, the way this works is that we get a single game that has all 3 story modes, a create mode, and the community. The third way would be to get a reboot of the franchise. Simply put, we get the same stories and characters, but with new stuff and a better refreshing quality. This one would actually make for an interesting take on the franchise, but I'm curious of which way do you think would be best suited for the franchise. Now let's dive into the potential of the game. Getting a remastered trilogy for LittleBigPlanet can really open many possibilities. First of all, the games would be revived, and the franchise would become popular once again. There are literally thousands of players willing to buy the games if they remaster them, and bring online functionality back. Also, based on the way of how we get it, the potential can be endless. For example, if you get it on the style of LittleBigPlanet Hub, the levels and games created from players in the community would be amazing. People would build just about anything with all the stuff from all the games, and not to mention DLCs. Something else that would probably happen is that not only the fanbase, but even the new generation would be introduced to the franchise. All in all, I think a remastered LittleBigPlanet has lots of potential. Moving on to the final question. As for now, there is no information and all this discussion is based on everyone's wishes, but we will need to wait and see. I don't think there is a reason why not to do it, even though I think LittleBigPlanet 4 is more likely. But hey, maybe we get this, or maybe we get LittleBigPlanet 4, or maybe we never get anything LBP related ever again, and they just continue with other projects, which would be such a shame, since this franchise is so amazing. Anyways, that's all for today. See you all in my next videos and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Bye and see you in the next one.